Ladies and gentlemen, boys and NBs, welcome back once again to a comprehensive gun build video. It's been a while. It's time to go over the top tier metas for everything you could possibly need all in one video. No other channel does this like we do, so make sure to slap that subscribe and like button, as over 73% of my viewers are not subscribed, which means you're not going to be able to find your way back here, and that is a tragedy. One more thing I want to mention really quick is on September 26th at 9 p.m. Eastern until September 28th at noon Eastern, we will be live for 30 hours straight as part of StopSoldierSuicide.org's 30 Hours of Gaming Challenge, which anyone can do and set up your own fundraiser and do 30 hours of gaming within the week of September 24th through the 30th. All of this money raised for StopSoldierSuicide.org. We have partnered with them and decided to do ours in 30 hours all in one sitting. Please show up, bring your wallet. This is a very good cause and it's very close to a lot of my community. Obviously, you know my background if you are a member, and a lot of my mods and community over that. We would absolutely love to see you. On that note, let's get into it, starting with your CQC builds of SMGs and ARs. These are going to be for Building 21, your heavy PvP on a Sheikah or even Al Mazrah. You can take them anywhere, but know they are made for being in someone's face in a PvP engagement. They will work against anything, obviously, but this is their advantage. Now, a lot of these guns, you're going to see me using hollow point ammunition. I highly suggest you give it a shot, but you can also use overpressured or high velocity if you would like to. However, I would personally stick to hollow point because it is going to give you the most advantages against other players. Now let's get into it with the very first gun, and that is the ISO 45. You're going to start with the VLK 7mm laser, then move on to the SK3 Cheetah stock, the A30 stout rear grip, 45 round drum, and the 45 hollow point ammunition. This thing is absolutely incredible. The only problem you're going to run into is that 45 round mag. So if you are a higher skilled player as far as holding aim goes, this is the one for you. Another fantastic option is the VEL 46 or the MP7, starting with the VLK 7mm laser, adding the demo RXT stock, then the Schlager Soldier rear grip, the 60 round mag, and then the 4.6 hollow point ammunition. This is probably your best for your average player. It is a great gun, it slaps, and it has a bit of range on it as well, but there are guns that can beat it, but there's only a few of them, so this is a fantastic option. Next, I want to talk to you about a gun that I believe is tied for first place in the overall SMG meta, and that is the Bass P, starting with the FTAC Castle Comp and the VLK 7mm laser, adding the Bruin Flash V4 stock, the hollow point ammunition, and finishing off with a 50 round drum. The Bass P is incredible. It has as much range as the MP7 and as much damage as the MP5, except for in those first 6 meters, the MP5 will edge it out just barely, and that's why we're going to talk about the Lockman sub or the MP5 next. And with the Lockman sub, we're going to start with the VLK 7mm laser once again, but we're going to have the FT mobile stock, not only for all of the advantages we get on ADS and movement speed, but on this gun, this actually adds 28% range. I data mine this myself. I promise you it does this. Then we're going to go with the Lockman TCG rear grip, the 40 round magazine, or the 50 if you don't mind being a little slower, and finish off with the hollow point to build the absolute best gun to take into Building 21, bar none, and I truly do mean that. You will slap doofs with this or the Bass P without problem every time. And then we're going to finish off our SMGs with the Vaznev 9K, starting with the SA Response 3 barrel, adding the Ole V laser, then the Marquis R7 stock, the hollow point ammunition, and finishing off with the 45 round mag. Vaznev is really good, and it has a 15-minute option that almost all of us have. It is very good, but like I said, the Bass P, the MP7, and the MP5, in my opinion, are all better options. However, if you want to keep to that 15 minutes and it's the only one you have, I would take it, and it is also a very good choice all around. And now it's time to talk about shotguns very briefly, and we're going to start with the Bryson 800 and the Bryson 890. However, I'm only going to show you the 800, and I'm going to get it out of the way first. The 29.5-inch barrel is a great option. However, I did show these with a 21.5 Bryson shredder. It is up to you which one you use. You get more range with the 29.5. However, you get 2 more shots with the shredder. So for the Bryson 800 and 890 for buckshot, I would use the 21.5 Bryson shredder barrel, the stockless pistol grip, the Demo X50 tactical pump, the agent grip, and the Bryson improved choke. You're going to use a choke because you to actually guarantee that you're going to hit all 4 pellets that the game puts out versus only having a 50% chance with the suppressor to hit all 4, only hitting 3, not guaranteeing maximum damage. However, you can use a suppressor if you would want to. And now let's talk about the Dragon's Breath build that will one-tap any player that is within a certain distance. Obviously, it is longer if you're using the 29.5-inch barrel. So for the Bryson 800 and 890 Dragon's Breath build, you are going to start with the Bryson Improved Choke, the 21.5 Shredder, or the 29.5 barrel, the stockless pistol grip, the Demo X50 tactical pump, and then finishing off with the Dragon's Breath ammunition. Both of these builds are absolutely incredible across both guns. Your barrel and your muzzle are completely up to you. However, I suggest running it exactly how it is in the photo because you cannot lose with this build. I'm in love with this shotgun. I don't even run a doofer unless I'm going to Koshi, and that's simply for the bots. For PvP, this is your best shotgun. However, let's talk about the doof. Let's talk about the KV broadside. You're going to start with the Bryson Improved Choke once again, then the Gunner D20 barrel, the Dragon's Breath ammunition, the 25 shell drum, and finish it off with the Dash Bolt 60. This is the quintessential build for this gun. I don't really know what else to say about it because it's the doof. We all know what it does. We all know how it acts. Just use it. It is what it is. I hate you if you do, but I mean, I do use it at times as well. So it is what it is, brothers. Just do what you gotta do. I feel like in every group, there is that one member who has to carry an SBR or short barrel rifle so they have that higher caliber ammunition and harder stopping power. So if you're like me and like to carry an AR instead of an SMG in B21 or all around in your PvP fights, I've got some builds for you and they're going right here, starting with the Cast-Off 74U. And we're gonna start with the SA Ultra 3 barrel, then we're gonna have the Ole V laser, the Demo X2 rear grip, a 45 round mag, and finish off with the hollow point ammunition to build an absolute banger that everyone is sleeping on. I'm telling you boys, no one is using this gun and I have no idea why, because it absolutely slaps everything out to about 30 meters, 35, somewhere in there. It's where I would say. It is incredible. It's also extremely easy to find one of these on Al Mazrah on a regain and build an absolute slap of a gun and put down anyone. Have them graciously donate their gear to you right off of the rip. And keeping with the SBRs, let's go to 300 black and start off with 2 builds for the Chimera. One is suppressed, the other is not. They are both incredible and they both have their strengths and weaknesses. So for the first Chimera, we're going to start with the VLK 7 milliwatt laser and add the Ravage 10 stock. Then we're going to add the D37 rear grip, the 45 round mag, and the hollow point ammunition to finish it off for an incredible integrally suppressed gun. However, if you want your Chimera to be loud and proud, stable, and able to reach out to about 50 meters, you are going to go with this build here, starting with a bore 490, adding the 10-inch SA Phoenix barrel, then going over to the VLK 7 milliwatt laser, finishing off with the hollow point ammunition in the 45 round mag, or the absolute best Chimera build in the game. And keeping with 300 black, I'm going to show you one that may surprise you, but I'm going to bring the ISO Hemlock in, and I'm going to tell you this gun is still fantastic in this build. We're going to start with the FTAC Castle Comp, we're going to have the Ole V laser, the hollow point ammunition in the 45 round mag, and finish off with the Phantom grip for another incredible 300 black rifle. This one is not my style, but it is just as good as the others in the 300 black category. If you like the Hemlock, give this a go because you will not be disappointed. Now it's time to talk about what I believe to be the best SBR in the game and the best 300 black rifle in the game. We're going to go with the M13C using the VLK 7 milliwatt laser, the Bruin Flash V4 stock, D37 rear grip, 60 round mag, and the 300 black hollow point to build the best SBR in the game and clap absolutely anyone. I know everyone has their favorites, but I can tell you this gun gets better every single time I use it. And as of yesterday, we have a 15-minute option if you bought the Mace Operator Bundle. And now I have 2 more SBR options for you, starting with Old Faithful, the good old M4. And for this build, we are going to start with the FTAC Castle Comp and add the FSS Ole V laser. Then we're going to add the hollow point ammunition in the 60 round mag and finish off with the Phantom grip for an incredible option for all around. This thing is awesome. You need an optic, you can drop the Phantom grip and throw whatever you want on, but I would highly suggest using it as is. And the only thing I can find in 5.56 that is better in this position is the Razorback. And for this build, we're going to use the FTAC Castle Comp and the FSS Ole V laser as usual, but we're going to add the X10 Gravedigger foregrip, the hollow point ammunition in the 60 round mag, and this is going to be your absolute banger CQC weapon, the top of the crop, the best you can get if you are going to be running CQC with an AR, I personally believe. And hey, real quick, before we transfer over into our longer range ARs and snipers, I just wanted to say, if you're still here, you must really like my content, so definitely make sure to like the video and make sure you are subscribed to find your way back. Again, we're live 6 days a week and at least 60 hours a week. We would love to see you and have you in our community. There's a Discord in the description. Make sure to join it because I drop all of these builds early, right there, up to a week early. Hope to see you soon. Love you, boys. Let's continue. Oh, and hey, there was one build I forgot to give you for CQC, and that is for the Akimbo 9mm Damon, so let's get that out of the way. We're going to use the SA Longfire barrel with the X10 sidearm L400 laser. Then we're going to add the Akimbo rear grip. Then we're going to add the hollow point ammunition in the 20 round mags. This thing is incredible for what it is. I was blown away by using these pistols like this. You can absolutely demolish a whole team with these 40 rounds in Building 21 and just cackle the entire time. It feels great. And I do have a single pistol build for the 9mm Damon, and that starts with the CN30 suppressor. You add the Rapid 30 trigger, the 24 round magazine, the Damon hand rear grip, and the FJX Diode 70 laser for the absolute best pistol you can get in this game. However, now it's time to talk about the absolute best assault rifles you can use either on their own or behind a sniper within Al Mazrah, Vondel, or Ashika. All of these guns are absolutely incredible, but I will tell you what my favorite is and what the stats say is the best. I'm going to give you 5 in total, and we are going to start with the FR Avancer. And for this, you're going to start with the FSS Covert V as your suppressor. You're going to add the Choreo Enforcer optic or optic of your choice. Then you're going to use the X10 Gravedigger underbarrel, the high velocity ammunition in the 60 round magazine to complete this absolute demon of a rifle. The only problem you're going to have with this is you're going to be constantly looking for ammo because it's always running out. And now let's talk about Old Faithful again in the M4. This is one that everyone has a 15-minute gun for, I feel. So FSS Covert V, Phase 3 foregrip, high velocity ammunition, the 60 round magazine, and the Choreo REX Pro or optic of your choosing. Cannot go wrong with an M4. It is fantastic. But like I said, there are many guns that are better than it, but for a regain, I would definitely take the M4, or if you have the 15, give it a whirl because it will get you kills. And now let's talk about the TAC V, and we're going to start with the Husher 65 silencer, then add the Edge 47 foregrip, then we're going to add the high velocity ammo in the 50 round drum, and finish off with the AMOP 4 or optic of your choice. The TAC V, to me, very much feels like it's the Hemlock of this season, and most likely of Season 6. If you haven't tried the TAC V in a while, most definitely pick it up. Sure, it has a little bit of recoil, but it's very easy to control, and it hits like a damn dump truck, so you cannot go wrong with the TAC V. Now it's time to talk about the gun that had Westy, Stod, Fixate, Onic, and even Stone Mountain himself ranting and raving about how good my gun builds are, and that is the Tempest Razorback. We're going to use the Echoless 80 suppressor and the 13-inch Phoenix 9 barrel. We're then going to add the Edge 47 foregrip and then the high velocity ammunition in the 60 round magazine to wrap it up. This is an incredible option for sniper support, and it is very good on its own. I'm telling you, there's a reason all of these high-end streamers love this gun. Give it a whirl and let me know what you think. I'm going to tell you right now, anyone who tells you to put a proto grip on this thing is either a moron or has absolutely no idea what they're talking about when it comes to building guns within Call of Duty, Battle Royale, or DMZ in particular. And now it's time to talk about what the stats say are the absolute best gun in the game, and I think is a very close contender for best gun in the game. This thing is amazing, and that is the Kastov 762. For this build, we're going to use the Husher 65 silencer, the Edge 47 foregrip, the high velocity ammo in the 40 round magazine. We're going to top it off with the AMOP V4 or optic of your choice to have an absolute banger of a long range and a mid range option. Carry alone or behind your sniper. I know I told you I was only going to give you 5 options, but I'm sure you've noticed the monster in the room missing of the M13B, so let's get into it. My absolute favorite gun in the game. Again, the M13B. We're going to start with the FSS Covert V muzzle, the Agent grip, the high velocity ammunition, the 60 round magazine, and I use the Choreo Enforcer optic. However, you can use whatever option you like on this gun. This thing is incredible in every category and nothing can outclass it, with the Cast-Off 7.62 just being a slower firing heavy hitter option. And now to finish out this video with the sniper portion, we're going to start with the MCPR 300 using the Nil Sound 90 suppressor. We're going to add the high velocity ammunition, then we're going to add the Ole V laser and the Cronin Lion stock, and finish off with the FTAC Locus SP SC heat source or optic of your choice. If you do not want to change the optic, use the ADS rear grip in its place. It is just as good this way. However, I prefer the FTAC Locus on this gun. Next up, let's talk about the Victus XMR. And however, in this photo, I have the Bruin Agent 90 on it. You actually want to use the Bruin Counter Op suppressor, but that's here nor there. The build you're going to use is the Bruin Counter Op suppressor, the 50 cal high velocity VLK 7 milliwatt laser, the optic of your choice, and the FTAC Homeland stock. If you like the stock scope on the Victus, you can again use the ADS grip. Do not use a long barrel on these guns because it adds an incredible amount of gun bob, sway, and ADS. With these builds, you will be able to crack shots to 5 or even 600 meters without having to hold your breath, giving you a gigantic advantage. And you're only trading 3 inches of drop at 600 meters. It is insane how many people I see running a long barrel for absolutely no reason. And then the last gun on this list is my personal favorite sniper, and that is the FJX Imperium. We're going to use the Nil Sound 90 suppressor, the 408 high velocity ammunition, the CP60 grip, the Rib 400 stock, and the VLK 7 milliwatt laser to make an absolute demon of a sniper that does not miss. It simply does not miss. And I'm gonna end it there, boys. I have no idea how many guns in this video, but I know it's over 2 dozen. Enjoy them. Tell me what you think. Slap that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in game. GG, boys.